Is your volume, your sound working? Because I can't hear you at all. Can you hear me at all, John? All right, I'm going to go try a different spot again. Ouch. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, where was I? 6, 8. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me at all? So you're frozen. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? You're totally frozen, John. Okay, you can hear me. I see that in the chat room. John is totally frozen. I cannot hear you guys at all. Still no sound from John. John, did you see that? They can't hear you. Your sound is off again, John.
How about now?
All right, let me see if I got this
1,
right.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You
6,
guys can
7,
hear
8.
me and can hear John. Is that correct?
No, they can hear me now, I'll bet. They can hear me. They can hear me. Nikki, waiting
And John,
to hear
your
from
picture
you.
is like wonky, but of course that could be my signal.
I am speaking. Oh, Cindy Lee can hear us both. Chili, can you hear me?
Oh, you guys can hear John, but I can't hear John. I don't know how to fix that.
He has the mute on.
Yeah, my
I'm sure he's
sound
got
should
his
be on.
mute. Turn your volume up. Turn your volume up. Turn the volume. Turn the volume up.
Okay, they can hear anybody. Wow.
John here. We hear you fine, Chili. Give us a report. Talk to me. He is on the Margaritaville. Of course, that's the little small boat with hardly any balconies that's been converted to the Jimmy Buffett named Margaritaville ship. He's on a 2-night or a 3-night or so. And Martin, yes, where is Martin, you ask? Martin has sent us a message that he's on hold for a client and he should be here at some time, perhaps anytime soon. So the MPs are not required for Martin today. But we're just not getting chilly at all. And that's what we wanted to do. He's frozen now with me. And I know that I have a good signal. I'm wired and on a high speed digital network here. And there he goes again. So we're going to say goodbye, folks. Just thank you. Here's a little view around my store. Oh, there's the city bus that goes around. Here's my storefront. There's all my product in the case. Little lounging area. And do you see that? We are developing a cannabis vending machine where you can buy THC 24 hours a day. Yes, make it happy for your friends. But that's our show for today, folks, because Chili just absolutely is not able to participate with us. Martin is tied up on a phone call. It is Thursday, the thrice. It's not the deuce, that's 2. So 3 is thrice of November. And we just bid you all a happy, happy November. The last nice day outside here in Minnesota, been extremely overcast. And winter is coming. That's all I can say. Winter is going to be here. So I will say goodbye to everyone. And thank you for tuning in for this attempted connection that we are not coming together. I see we have a crashed. We have a slammer here. Block that user. And so, oh, here he's trying again. We're going to give it one more shot here. He's trying to sign on.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
You're still frozen. Oh, we got a sex bomber too.
Yeah.
Blocked user. Wow, we haven't had one of those for a while. An error occurred. Try refreshing the page. I wish I could, people. All right. So what? Get on with the show, Eddie says. Can you guys hear me now that I'm back?
Yes.
Because I still can't hear John. I can't hear anything really. Can hear you both. Okay. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Lizzie. I have no idea what John's saying. This has been frustrating, I'll tell you that. Well, I got a smile from John. But John, just so you know, from my standpoint, your picture's frozen and I cannot hear any. I got no sound at all. And my volume's up full. I've gone out and come in. Cruz Amigos, it's on your end. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, John. John is saying goodbye to see if Chili can do a show. Well, yeah. All right, what do I think of the ship other than the Wi-Fi? I love the ship as far as the vibe and the music. I mean, like I'm in one of the bars now. Not sure if I can flip the camera on this. If John's going to leave, yeah, it's back to solo. Let's see if I can change to the other camera. I don't think this one lets me do that. But anyway, I'm in one of the big lounges, okay, and they've got a big TV over here with a Buffett concert going on. Is that showing? Let's see. See, we got that kind of stuff all over the ship. So, I mean, the vibe's great. The music and entertainment's great. The personnel has been equally as good as on any ship. The food's been good. I just went up my room store when I went down after my show because I needed to plug the computer in. And I was going to try doing this from down there. And the room steward said, Mr. Chili, I'm sorry, we didn't get your room cleaned yet because we had drill this morning. I said, I know you had drill. That's while I was doing my show. But so I said, that's okay. I'll go grab a quick bite to eat and I'll come back down here because the show started at 1. I said, I wanted to, 12:30-ish to make sure we were online, which we weren't. So I went up and I grabbed a quick burger on the buffet, and it was perfectly good burger. Those of you that weren't on my show, I did the steakhouse last night. And the steakhouse was as good as, if not better than, any of the other ships that I've done the steakhouse. I haven't done steakhouse in all of them, but I had my little filet. I don't like to, eat, the big ribeyes like I used to. I get miserable when I eat that much. So I had a filet. Of course, I had a shrimp cocktail. What else did I have? They had some kind of mashed potatoes with the filet that were yummy. Had kind of a weird broccoli and then a banana cream pie that was awesome. So that was in the steakhouse last night, and that was included, which, it wasn't, I didn't have to fork out the $45 or anything for it. I'm probably going to eat in Finn's tonight, which is like the main dining room. I have no idea what's on the menu tonight. I don't know if it's posted yet or not. I don't think I'm going to lose you. If I do, I'll come back. I see that John did go on and bail out to give me full bandwidth. Okay, here's the menu. Starters, beef carpaccio, eggplant involtini, salmon tartare. The soups and salad is beef consomme, roasted butternut squash soup, classic Caesar salad, and a Greek salad. Then the entrees are something else I can't pronounce. Biryani, vegetable rice. I have no idea. Slow roasted prime rib. I only got prime rib tonight. You know what I'm going to order? Rigatoni, something else that I can't pronounce. Oh, seared mahi. Oh, this might be one of those 2 entree nights, folks. Jerk chicken. Who was it? Dennis asked me about jerk. He asked me about some other kind of jerk thing. And anyway, desserts, tiramisu, chocolate eclair. Wow. So it's going to be a nice, a decent menu in the main dining room tonight. So I will do Finn's tonight since I did the steakhouse last night. But yeah, the food's been good. The bars have been great. I didn't stay up late last night for the entertainment because I was pretty well bummed out and tired. It was really strange with the Wi-Fi because it was so good on board yesterday. I was able to do live streams, moving around. And then as soon as we went to sea, it went to hell. And they told me it was going to be that way. I had trouble believing it, but it's spotty. It'll be good for a while and then go off. And it was like that. I mean, I was up 4 o'clock this morning and it was still the same way. So that's the only thing actually from the cruise standpoint. Now, because it is an older ship, they're not real good on accessibility issues. As a matter of fact, it is. I'll have very little good to say when I do my accessibility report, simply because they're not equipped for it. I did find one handicap accessible bathroom with an automatic door. I pushed the button, the door opened, and then I noticed there was a 2-inch lip to go into the bathroom. It says, watch your step. Well, if it's a handicap accessible bathroom, how can you have a 2-inch lip? Because wheelchairs could not go over it. A scooter could not go over it. It would get stuck. And then, by the way, the automatic door didn't close. But it was one automatic door on a handicap accessible bathroom. The rest of the restrooms that I've seen throughout the ship are not handicap accessible at all. It's park your scooter and, try to walk in. Now, my cabin, the cabin is there's parts of it that are fine. The bathroom's fine. It's handicap accessible. The shower's the way it should be. Actually, the toilet's a little lower than it should be in a handicap restroom. But the shower's fine. The sink's fine. And there's actually room that I can, make about a 4-point turn and turn the scooter around in the bathroom. Because you could not turn the scooter around in the room itself. You couldn't even pick the scooter up and turn it around in the room. But I doubt the whole room is 6 feet wide. I'm not good at judging measurements. What's the width of a single bed? And what's the depth of a closet on a cruise ship? Not much. And less than 3 feet between the two. So we'll be lucky if it's 6 feet wide, maybe 7 feet wide at the most. I mean, I can ride through it on my scooter without bumping into things. But once I park the scooter in the middle of the room, and then if I got to go around the scooter to get to the bathroom, it's a little dicey. I know you guys don't realize this, but I'm a big fat guy. I take up more space than most people do. So that's but the sad part, the room's nice. The bed's very comfortable. It's just it's not roomy enough for a handicap accessible room, because you got to be able to turn the things around. You got to be able to charge them up, and you got to be able to live in the space while they're being charged up. Hi, folks. So anyway, but that's been pretty nice so far. Prime rib and a chocolate eclair for hot air, Tom. I wouldn't be surprised at that one. Eddie says, me too. Let's see. What do you think of the ship other than that? Well, that's a crappy Wi-Fi. Yeah. Overall, Cindy, good. I mean, again, I look at ships with two different hats on. One, I look at a ship that the average person would be fine with. Then I got to look at a ship with my accessible community in mind. Would they be happy with this? And I cannot say that I would suggest this for the accessible community. It can be done. I'm proving it can be done, but it's definitely has its challenges. So the other thing I have not yet found out about luggage tags for tomorrow. I kind of expected my room guy to leave them, and he didn't. So I got to see what their disembarkation procedures are, because there's no way I can get my suitcase, my computer bag, which has my meds, and me in the scooter downstairs to wherever it goes. So I have to get somebody to transport the bag down. I did not bring the walker on this cruise because I knew I was going to have my little scooter, which is not. I would never try to do this on a big cruise. It's just not functional for what I need. But yeah, Scooter-Round and West Palm Beach Port need to get together if this is going to be a successful operation and have accessible community. Accessible community. They need to be able to have access to scooters, oxygen concentrators, and all that. So Scooter-Round needs to expand, and Margaritaville at Sea Paradise probably has to request that they come, and they could even maybe set up something where Scooter-Round actually rents the scooters. That would be cool too, so that they're actually become like an agent of theirs, and they could make a little money off of it. But yeah, that's something that needs to be done. Mike's with us, and nice to hear you again. Thanks, Mike. We apologize for all this because the signals, Martin never did show up. And then John and I just couldn't stay on together because of my bandwidth here, he thinks. So, but glad you popped back in. Have no idea about Martin. I asked John because I was having so much trouble this morning. I asked John if he would go on and set up the show rather than me doing it, which he did. I mean, he has access to the StreamYard account, but then he doesn't promote it. So he never got the link out to anybody other than Martin to come into the show. So, and then by the time I got done with my show and back, if you wonder why I'm bending over, I keep my drink down at my feet because I got no basket on this little scooter. Now, when I say a little scooter, folks, let's see if I can do this. No, I got to go this way. There we go. When I'm telling you it's a little scooter for the big fat guy, I'm serious. It's a little scooter for the big fat guy. Rich says, overall, would it be fair to say there are more cons than pros on this ship? Whoa. That's a tough question, Rich. From this standpoint, is I normally don't harp on cons on ships. I'll mention them, but as a general overall, the balance is in the favor of the ship. That's an interesting question, and I'm not sure how to honestly answer that. I suppose yes, but then again, it comes weighted the other way if you're looking at a single, I mean, not a single, but a couple that can walk in normal, everyday, unhandicapped people. Well, could be an entirely different story, because there have been things that were really smooth, like embarkation was great. The food's been great. The bars have been great. The entertainment's great. I did go through the casino last night. It was almost empty. I mean, there were some people in there playing. They had a small crowd at the craps table. I don't know if they ever opened up the whole craps table or not, maybe later in the evening. The theater was packed last night when I went in and caught the end of the show. Sorry, I missed the whole show. That would have been really good. For the accessible community, yes, the cons outweigh the pros. For the normal community, I would say no, the pros outweigh the cons. So how's that for a politically correct answer? I'm not siding either way. Oh, well, it's like somebody asked me about politics right now. I did the same double talk. Love the Sharks hit. Yeah. Well, it's part of the vibe. That of course is my Diet Coke. How you doing? Good. So yeah, that's I believe that was the food and beverage manager. I'm not sure. Wow, my goodness, Emily's here. Emily is out of bed and not walking dogs. Holy cow. If you didn't have any accessibility issues, would you recommend it, Chip? I think so. Yeah. Because it's fun. I mean, it's I haven't seen any, and maybe late last night people got toasted. And I didn't hit the nightclub scenes. I didn't do any of the parties, and so I have no idea how radical it got. But when I was out running around early in the evening, it was great. I mean, yeah, there were people drinking, but it was very respectful partying. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was comfortable partying. Even though we don't go anymore and can't go to Freeport in general, I do recommend Freeport as a vacay spot. I have not gotten off the ship yet, and I probably won't. And that's only because, using the small scooter, my personal scooter from home, there's a pretty good slope on the ramp coming onto the ship. Now, coming on, I was going downhill and had to get somebody in front of me to catch me in case it let loose. Then I'd have to go up that, getting back off the ship. And I'm not sure I want to go through that hassle and taking a chance on, not being fully ready to disembark tomorrow because of the scooter issues. So even though I'd like to go ashore, we're leaving at 5. It's already, 1:30. So I probably won't. I still haven't gotten the podcast processed because of the wonky signal. I'll go back to the room and check that. I was just upstairs. There's like the 3 people in the pool. There's nobody. And it's almost strange that the ship seems this empty. Of course, we are in port, and there's a good number of people on it, so it's not empty by any stretch of the imagination. But today, it's the majority of people are ashore. That's for sure. Rich says, "Great answer." Yeah. Again, Rich, I'm always going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I should say. I'm going to tell you what I think and what I feel. And so, if sometimes there are answers like that, there are going to be answers like that. That's just it. So, but yeah, I do like the vibe. I like the entertainment of the groups that I've seen, and I haven't seen all of them yet. There's probably 3 or 4 that I never made it to yesterday. I'll try to check them out tonight. And I got to check and see what we're doing for disembarkation. So anyway, anybody else have any questions while we're doing this? Remember, guys, I can always lose the signal and go wonking out again. It's happened numerous times today. So Emily's getting ready to go to work as I'm catching you live. Wow. Well, put your dog costume on and go walk those dogs, Emily. Them dogs got to go pee. They've been waiting for you since 6 o'clock this morning. All right, so go on the Carnival Paradise is the next adventure with the lovely Cindy. The weather report this morning looks like Lisa will be done. I was really worried that Lisa would kind of take the shortcut across Central America and the Yucatan and get into Campeche with some strength left. And Campeche's water is still like hot. But it looks like she's lost so much now that once she gets to Campeche, she's just gonna, it'll be nothing more than a rain shower. So that'll take care of Lisa. And Martin up there in the North Atlantic, I have not checked it in the last hour or so. It may have downgraded to a subtropical system, which is massive. I mean, that storm, circumference-wise, is huge. And it's got a chance of making it all the way into northern tier of Great Britain in the next couple days. Of course, it took some really wild turns and twists, but the other system that's out there is in the kind of in the middle of the two, and it's not going to do anything. I doubt it's going to increase at all. It'll be controlled in two different directions by the two other systems, but I don't see it developing in the least. So I think our weather-wise, Cindy, if you're still with us, weather-wise for next week is still going to be looking. I think it's looking better now than it was. So hope so, at least. So, well, listen, guys, if you don't have any other questions, that's going to wrap me up. I'm going to go see what I got to do for disembarkation tomorrow and check this out. Again, my apologies, guys, for the not being able to at least have John on. I hate not having John with me. I hate sitting here just talking to myself for this whole time. Like I say, I have no idea what happened to Martin. We sent him the link, so who knows? All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the Cruise Amigos for this week. And I'll see you next Thursday. Let's see, am I still on board with Cindy? What day do we get off the ship, Cindy? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We get off Wednesday. I'll be on the road next Thursday, so I'll find a McDonald's. Yeah, Thursday I'm on my way back to Virginia. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works out. So, all right, guys. You guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining me on the Cruise Amigos minus John and Martin. So, as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising, and hopefully we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a fantastic day, everybody. See you next time.